we are live today for May the 4th be with you. Continuing on with our Star Wars campaign, Yoey and Recon joining us again from last week and various other previous streams. I'm just sharing on the social medias that we are live. Yeah. And then just need to move everything over on my computer so that I can see everything I need to see. So I can see, my notes, stream labels, chat, Roll20. What's that? Oh, that. I can move aside. And yeah. Yeah, welcome back, you two. How are both of you all doing today?
Peachy.
I just go along with whatever he says.
I mean, that's certainly one way to do it. So, last week we had the two of you returning to the planet Kroltam 6 with a bunch of rebels, and you also had, I believe, Lieutenant Balthazar with you.
That is true.
Yeah. Did you bring his stormtrooper as well, or did you just bring Balthazar himself?
Is there enough room in that hold for two people?
I
thought it was like a holding cell.
I mean, yeah, it's a
holding
cell. Like, you can definitely bring, you can definitely squeeze two people in there.
Alright, yeah, sure, why not?
Actually turning both of your volume up a bit. And yeah. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so you come out of hyperspace above Kroltam 6 after traveling for, I believe it's 3 days or so. And, yeah, what do you want to do? What are you doing now?
Ejecting the stormtrooper out the airlock.
Okay, actually, I should have just raised Recon's volume, not Yoey's as well.
Also, I just realized I still haven't used my skill points.
You have to use your skill points? Okay. That's fine. That just means you're not as skilled.
I did mine.
Yeah.
I mean, then again, having backup points doesn't necessarily mean anything bad. I mean, you can
Exactly.
always use them for something else.
Exactly. That way you just save up more, and then you can, upgrade more at once.
Exactly.
So...
Or upgrade those heavy-hitting ones that are like 6-7 points apiece.
Mm-hmm.
True. I mean, I have 13 points right now.
And also, don't forget Yoey, because you have just one force skill, right? Sense.
Yes.
Yeah. If you want to be upgrading that, remember that upgrading force skills, and if you don't have a Jedi or a force user that you're training under, it costs double to upgrade force skills. Other skills? If you're training under somebody, it costs the normal cost, but only up to their level. So if you're training under somebody that has, let's say, sense of 4D, you can train up to 4D at the normal cost. Beyond that, it'll cost double again. Oh.
I mean, I only have one, so, what is it? Normally, it's, basically the same amount of things as you would normally spend, right? Like, say it's 1, you spend 1, 2, you spend 2, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that's what normal it is, and then for force skills, it's double. So, if you're going from, if you're going from, 1D to 1D plus 1, normally that would be 1, but for a force skill, that's 2. If you're going from...
yeah.
If you're going from 4D to 4D plus 1, for normal skill, that would be 4. For a force skill, that would be 8. So, yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. Thanks for that resub, Recon.
Yeah.
That doesn't give you extra skill points though. That's what I'm saying now. Don't tell Yoey. Nah. Anyway, so what are y'all doing in the game?
I'll just be talking to some of the passengers and be like, do we know of any good rebel hideouts here on
um,
Kroll-
Krolltam 6. Let's see here. Who do you have? How many people did I say it was? 20? Yeah, 20.
We'll go with that.
Yeah, because I said it was like 24 that could fit aboard, but I said only 20 actually like came, I believe. Not counting the 2 you have stuffed in the holding cell, and I guess yourselves. So I guess there is still 24 total, including yourselves and the 2 guys you have stuffed in the brig. Well, you do actually have a few people that you do actually recognize from your previous mission to the planet with the super soldier experiments. Frederick Escalibon and his retainer are aboard. Mia is also aboard, and no. Yeah, those would be the only ones that you recognize. But yeah, so that would be you, Recon. Yoey. I mean, you might know them otherwise, but your other character was on that mission. But yeah, so you do recognize those 3 people, Recon.
Okay.
Are you talking to one of them, or are you wanting to talk to somebody else?
I guess I gotta talk to one of them. I really don't like our snotty guy. He annoys me.
Frederick.
Yeah, Mr. Frederick.
Yeah.
And then his handler is Rupert, right?
His retainer is
Or his
Rupert. That sounds like a servant. Yeah. A handler is somebody that, like, you report to. This is like a servant, a guy that works for him. So yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah, we will. I'll talk to him. Like, so anyway, I'll be hey Frederick, do you know of any place we can set these other people, these civilians down?
Well, they're not civilians. These are all like rebels.
Well, I mean,
but
yeah, they're not exactly because they weren't. I mean, obviously not like fighters and such. As far as like pilots and all that.
No, none of them are pilots. But yeah, they're like
basically what I meant.
Yeah.
Like as far as civilians went, like I would honestly consider Frederick a civilian.
I mean, the Rebel Alliance. I mean, the Rebel Alliance is they'll take pretty much whoever they can.
yeah. The bar is pretty low.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, so I'll ask him. Like, hey, is there any place we can set these people down where there's at least out of harm's way for the time being?
I don't know. I'm not exactly familiar with this system or this planet or anything. His retainer Rupert speaks up. I actually I think I might know a place. He brings up like a map screen on the computer or whatever, and he's like, this area over here, if I recall correctly, there's not a whole lot of this is kind of a city that's a bit out of the way, so there's not, none of the 3 major crime groups on this planet really like have much of a presence there. It's a bit of a smaller city, there's still, shady stuff going on as there is everywhere on this planet, but it's good, decent place to stay under the radar, I think.
Less regulated per se.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's make our way over there.
Okay. Roll a piloting check.
One way to get started.
12. Okay. It's there's a bit of turbulence and such as you're going down, and like it's a bit of a rocky descent, but you manage to land without any like damage or anything. Just some of the passengers are a bit shaken up and such, and a few of them are giving you dirty looks.
Sorry about that. There was a dust storm I just flew through. Unavoidable.
Okay.
I'm gonna look over at Yao and be like, "Do you know what you've been doing the last few days? Any blank memories? Any weird people in your head? Any conversing with strange pirate ships that are locating our position and all that good stuff?"
Nothing seems off to you for the last few days that you've been in hyperspace.
I was talking to Yowie.
No, I'm telling him that. I'm telling
okay,
him like,
gotcha, okay.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah, letting him know that like as far as like his character, like nothing's. That's
Am I dying again?
That's the one problem with like a video chat. You don't know who I'm looking at when I'm talking.
Yeah, it's a little rough.
But yeah.
We just need you to start pointing.
Except that like I don't know where I am for you guys, but I'm on the right side for me, so you guys are both to the same side from me.
Oh, yeah, you're in the middle for me.
Oh yeah, it's different for each of us in theory. In practice, I guess it could theoretically be the same for some of us, but yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna talk to Mr. Baltazar.
Okay.
And I would imagine there's some way to communicate with him through the thing now after we figured out how to use it.
Yeah, there's like a you can just like use the comm thing, like it's up like front, like in front with all the other like computer systems and such. There's
very
communicator thing.
Insight, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's like hey Bell, what's his first name?
Simon, I think.
Do we know his first name?
Yeah, because he always like is like, I'm Lieutenant Simon Balthazar, you know. Yeah.
So I'm gonna be like, hey Si, got a question. Wait, no, we actually have a Si, don't we?
A Sai?
Oh, that's Sin, right? That's Sin. Never mind.
We have a Snai.
Snai, that's right. Si.
Short for sniper.
Yeah. So, like, hey Simon, how you doing?
Fine. Where are we?
In a medical transport?
Well, I know we've been in hyperspace for about 3 days.
Yeah, give or take. Are you asking me what planet we're on?
I
Or
mean,
what system we're in?
I assume you've taken me somewhere for a reason.
Taking you somewhere far, far away.
In 3 days?
A lot farther than where we were. But no, I had a question for you actually.
Okay.
If we were, let's say, this is completely hypothetical right now. Hypothetically, if we were, I don't know, what's a good planet? Let's say Cool Trans 6. Where would we be able to drop you off?
Are we on Kroltam 6?
I'm just saying hypothetically, if we were, like, we could be going that direction. I haven't quite decided yet.
So we're on Kroltam 6.
I'm gonna look at I'm gonna look at Jason. Look, he's really good.
Maybe I'm meditating. Get rid of my dark side.
Okay, so you're trying to get rid of your dark side point? You're trying to, a second here. What's the word?
Bird.
Atone, right? You're trying to
bad.
You're trying to atone?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And how many?
He's been doing it for the last 3 days, by the way.
Maybe
Okay,
I am. That's gonna be bonus.
No, because it's per session of play. So this is the first session of play. I will mark that down. That you are currently Jason Atone.
Me for the entire game, just sitting.
So you're currently in your first of 5 sessions of atoning. But of course, if you do anything, and I will of course tell you before you're about to do anything, if you're doing anything that'll prevent this session from counting. But yeah. Okay, so you said you're just meditating now. So then we're yeah. Recon, you were saying?
Yeah. So Sai, where would I be able to drop you off? If I were to drop you off.
On any inhabitable planet with a spaceport?
Well, I mean, like if we were on Cold Trans 6, like is there like a specific place here that would be a good place to, let you herd off with other Imperial people?
Any city?
Is there like a main Imperial hub here?
We don't really have a base as such on this planet. It's
on Cold Trans 6, not necessarily we're on Cold Trans 6, just saying hypothetically.
It's not on Kroltam 6. It's not really a we have little need for a base of operations here.
Okay, cool. Okay, I was just, just curious. So, in my, 400 IQ smuggler mind, I was kind of just thinking, like, where would I not want to go near? Any hardcore Imperial place. So, I think we're good. All right, yeah. I'll say, all right, sit tight, enjoy the yellow paste, and I'll get back to you.
Mm-hmm.
How's your buddy in there, by the way? He doesn't do much talking.
The storm,
still, like, upset. Is he still like, is he okay?
He's a stormtrooper. He's fine.
Okay. Yeah, he's watched 12 of his buddies get their arms ripped off and stuff. I just wasn't sure if he would be okay.
Stormtroopers go through intensive training. It's nothing they're not used to.
Maybe they should apply that intensive training to some of their, accuracy training with the blaster. Anyway, I'll get back.
So, now what are you two going to do? Okay, got that done. You've got your confirmation that you don't have much of it, because you also didn't. I probably should have mentioned this when you started the session, but yeah, you didn't notice any Star Destroyer in orbit when you arrived here. The Star Destroyer is gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so with all that in mind, how how much knowledge would my character personally have with this planet? Like the general layout, the houses here, so on and so forth.
You would definitely have some ideas about the planet. Like, I mean, as a smuggler, like this is a planet that you've definitely spent some time on. Doing jobs from here or to here, or that kind of stuff, whatever. Like, um, actually, like, why don't you make me a knowledge planetary systems? Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. So yeah, you know, like the basics. Like, you're familiar with all three of the major criminal groups that run stuff on this planet. You also have like one or two contacts here. You haven't done any work for any of the three major groups, but you are familiar with them. But like you have done like you do have a few contacts here. You know people that have worked for one or more of the groups and such. And
Do
yeah,
I have any like high level contacts, or are they more just
you
like
don't have any, no, not any high level contacts. No.
okay. Might need to change that up a little bit. All right.
I mean, you have met, I guess, the head of one of them, but that's because he's like in the holding cell back on the rebel base.
Oh yeah, that's true. Huh?
But I mean, that's not exact. Well, I mean, yeah.
All right, and we've not had any kind of transmission from that base since we left, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Um. All right, so I mean, it would be essentially Jason, myself, and then the next ranking person would be Frederick, I imagine,
Um,
or just like Frederick. Is it go like Jason, Frederick, me, or Frederick, Jason, me? How does that work?
the ranking person would be actually probably Mia Droom. She was the one that was like in charge of the specific group you were in on that other planet. Remember, we had the confusion because her name's Mia and Daniette is Mira.
Right, right.
Yeah. So Rupert, or not Rupert, Frederick would be the next person after. Um, you would pretty much actually be like the bottom recon, as like you're not a full fledged rebel. you,
Right.
like you, I mean, at this point you've been on like one mission for them, so you essentially are, but like you're still like a new recruit essentially.
Yeah, more like unknown.
Yeah,
Space.
and
Okay.
and Jason's not somebody they tend to trust to give uh, high what?
I'm that guy they send on suicide missions.
I mean, he
We
is
all have a job to do, all right?
he is the one that they do consider somewhat expendable. Prove them wrong.
Um. Okay, I'm just going to. Can I send out like a private transmission to one of my contacts?
Sure.
I kind of just want to send something out along the lines of, "Hey, what's the word out right now? Is there anything big going on? Anything anybody needs to look out for? Any talk about people looking for a group of rebels on a imperial medical transport? Just that kind of stuff."
Okay. Yeah, you said that to one of your contacts. Make me a knowledge streetwise roll.
Knowledge street. Okay. Oh, I got this easy. Oh yeah, simple.
I got this easy.
Wow. Okay, so um, you send a message to your one contact. He's a smuggler that you've done like some jobs together or whatever, where it was like
Handoffs or something like that.
handoffs, or like stuff where it's like you split the cargo between your two ships. That way, like even if
Gotcha.
one of you gets stopped, the other still gets through,
Yeah.
and that kind of stuff or whatever. So you've worked with him a couple of times. You send him this message, and he pretty much right away like sends a reply back being like, haven't heard anything about still an Imperial medical ship or anything like that. There's like a lot of talk going around about some big shot in the Elviran Syndicate being missing, but I assume that's not the kind of thing you're on the lookout for or anything.
Nope.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, otherwise that's like, the only real big thing going on around here at the moment.
And then I'm also gonna reply back. I'm gonna ask him, is there any word on, you know, the thing that is in my past that's couple credits in? Any word going on around that?
He says that he hasn't heard anything, any like new developments regarding that or anything.
Okay. All right. Tell him that, if any work comes up, and he needs some another hand, let him know.
Okay.
Let me know. Yeah. But I'm gonna keep on flying towards the other place.
Hmm?
I'm gonna keep flying towards the place that the Rupert mentioned.
Oh yeah, no, you already landed.
Oh. Okay.
I was like,
I'm literally sitting at the helm right now, just like pretend I'm flying and stuff. I'm just like already on the ground and everything. I'm just like still holding on to the.
yeah, that was a pilot. That was a piloting check earlier for landing it.
Oh, gotcha. I thought I only got to the point where you were saying like there was turbulence and stuff. I thought we were still flying.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. No worries.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll just over and out, and then I'll go and I'll get off the ship. Just go look around and stuff. I'll prod Jason to get him out of his trance meditative.
Okay.
We're here.
Finally.
All right. So, do we have any idea where Mira ended up going?
Like
I know her and Lucian. They
yeah,
got off.
she went off to get Master Lucian somewhere safe.
Right.
You don't know any details beyond that. Okay. But yeah. So as you and the two of you and everyone else like are getting off, Mia Droom, she's like, few of us should go into town, try and find some like safe houses or whatever, somewhere to lay low and such. Why don't we split up into like groups of 2 so that we don't like attract attention or anything?
Sounds good to me. And Mia is what race is she?
She's human.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she's just like a what does she do?
She's a senator, or was a senator.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. So why don't the two of you? She points at the two of you. Go around. See if you can't find out anything No, or no. Why don't the two of you go and just try, see if you can't find any like good places to lay low or anything, or yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
I think the clearly the best place to go look for that is a tavern.
Okay. Jason, are you in agreement?
Sure.
Okay.
I just follow along.
The two of you go to a tavern. Find one pretty quickly, and you go in, and there's actually quite a few people in here, and there's several humans, various aliens, some that you recognize, some that you don't. There is, of course, a Wookiee, because there's always a Wookiee sitting at a table with human. They're kind of in the back, out of the way, looking like trying to look like they're kind of trying to not be noticed, but at the same time, being kind of noticeable. Human is looks to be around 30 or so, wearing a vest and such. Wookiee has a bandolier strapped across his chest.
Is it my good friend, the one I tried to kill?
No. Actually, Recon, you may actually recognize the pair of them. Being a smuggler yourself, you might be slightly familiar with Han Solo and Chewbacca.
Oh, no kidding.
You don't know them personally, but you definitely know them by reputation.
No, I'm just going to nose my way over. Not necessarily directly towards them, just like deeper into the tavern itself.
Okay.
And hey, is Mr. Solo drinking anything at the?
Yeah, he has a drink with him that he's occasionally sipping from.
Okay, I'm just going to call out to the. Are they called bartenders?
Yeah.
I'm going to call up to the bartender and just, hey, Jason, do you want anything to drink?
I'm good.
That was such a good timing right there. And then anyway, I just like motion up to the bartender and I'll just be like, I'll take whatever our friend over there with the Wookiee is having, and you make it 2.
Sure thing, coming right up. Bartender brings out 2 Corellian ales. That'll be 4 credits.
Okay.
Wow, a whole 4 credits.
That's actually a lot coming from me. Every credit counts for me right now.
I'll pay for you.
Okay, there we go. Jason's gonna cover me.
Yeah.
Oh, I got 1,296 credits left.
Wait, is Chewbacca drinking anything? Do Wookiees drink anything? What do they drink?
Yeah, Chewbacca has a mug of something. You're not sure what.
Okay, I won't worry about it.
Your blood.
No, it looks almost like kind of a milky substance. It's not exactly like, and it has like a slight bluish tint to it, but it's white with like a bluish tint, and it is kind of like creamy, milky,
like foamy.
Foamy, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to definitely not. That looks expensive. I'm not going to bother with that. Anyway, I'm just going to just take the drinks. I'm just going to casually make my way over to him, and when I get up to the table, I'm just going to nod my head and slap down the drink.
Uh, Han doesn't even look up at you. Chewbacca just growls. Because Han is looking down at like some data pad with something, some information. Well, you don't even know what's on there, but he's looking at a data pad with something, and Chewbacca just growls at you.
Yeah, that's is he standing, Chewbacca?
No, they're both sitting.
Both sitting. Okay. I'll just be I'll just say like casually like Mr. Solo, have a bit of an inquiry and possibly, looking for a little bit of advice. You're probably more familiar with these parts than I am.
I might know a thing or two about these parts, he says. Kind of looks up, leans back. And you are?
My name is Cal Jove. I'm low time runner of goods and such. Um, have a
Keljove. 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 You have a last
Davris.
name?
Davris.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. Have a little bit of time in with Nova.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that's a long story. That's
And
not why I.
you have a different long story that you're here.
Yeah, I have a couple stories.
Don't we all?
Yeah. Anyway, well, uh, during a job, things obviously, sometimes they get crazy. Uh, got a few passengers that I just need some advice on, where the best keep low for them, keep them out of sight, out of mind, for an unknown period of time.
I mean, city like this, places like that are everywhere. Well, also all depends on how much you're willing to pay. Sure, you guy like you knows that.
No, of course, of course. That's well, not trying to pull the credit out of my own pocket, if you know what I mean. So mostly just looking on their behalf, thinking probably something not exactly top of the line for sure.
I mean, there's various inns and motels and all sorts of things where you can,
And we're talking about like 20 or so people.
unless you're wanting to pack them in, that is going to run up a bit of a cost.
Yeah. Well, yeah, definitely. Okay, I was just thinking maybe there might be like a good sand resort around these parts where you can just get them all inside of an area. But if I got to go look at individual rooms, then yeah, definitely can do that myself. Not a big issue. Um, Besides that, um, you know of any work going on around these parts?
There's always work going on around these parts.
Okay. Um, I have a friend here. He's Jason. Jason, this is Mr. Solo. He's
Captain Solo.
Captain Solo, and his partner Chewbacca. Jesus. Some of the best pair of people you've ever meet if you need one thing's moved from to another. But anyway, yeah, that was just just casually looking around, thinking it might be something I can jump into while I'm here for again unknown amount of time. Have a few things I got to work off, so every little bit helps.
Don't we all?
Yeah, but yeah, don't let me interrupt any more of your time. Enjoy the drink.
Yeah, right back at you.
Okay.
As you stand up, you hear the door to the bar being just swung open, and you look over and see a few stormtroopers coming in. 6 stormtroopers, in fact.
That's more than a few.
Hey, Reagan, we're dead.
I'm just gonna casually sit back down again.
The stormtroopers notice the two of you and are like, "Hey, you two, you're coming with us."
No.
What?
Is there a back entrance to this place? Or I'm sorry, back exit to this place?
I mean,
come in through the front.
There might be you can definitely see a door back to the kitchen storage area, or you don't know what all, but you can see a door that goes to the back or whatever, but you don't know if there is an actual exit back there. You'd assume there probably would be for somewhere to for drop offs of deliveries and all that or whatever to the business, but you don't know for certain. And the stormtroopers are looking right at you, and their blasters are pointed at you.
Okay, I'm just gonna look at Solo and be like, I guess they're here from.
Have a bit of trouble there, do you?
Just apparently 6 of them. Apparently 6 pieces of trouble.
Can we get Captain Solo to help us?
I'm sure we could at a price.
Well, I mean, I got 1,297 credits, or 96 credits.
Just casually look at Solo and be like, what's the going cost on troopers these?
So while these stormtroopers are pointing their blasters at you, you're asking if you're spending time to ask if
That wouldn't be the best idea. Well, I mean, how far away is the front door from where we're sitting? I thought we were more towards the back.
It is towards the back, but the stormtroopers are moving towards you or whatever. So, it's about they're about 20 meters from you. Does that make sense? Yeah, I think so.
How far away is the door or the back entrance or the back way? I guess to the kitchen. If that's how the setup is.
Yeah, that would be about another. I'm just kind of picture in my head. that would be actually about the same distance because if here's the entrance and here's the door to the kitchen area or whatever, you're over here type thing or whatever.
Jeez.
If that makes sense.
So basically, we're in the middle of a really hard spot.
In the middle, but at kind of the back or whatever, because the door is at the front or whatever, and then you go to the back, but then over or kind of the back from the door, but the other, so it's more on the side than the back, but because it's kind of the furthest point from the doors type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So we can chance it and run. Probably get shot at some point. With 6 of them with rifles trained on us. Or we can just start blasting.
Do we have much choice?
I mean, you could surrender.
Let's surrender.
I mean, do we surrender?
I've never surrendered. I casually, I just approved to allow my search to be, or my ship to be searched. That wasn't me surrendering per se. All right. All right. I'm just going.
Goonies never say talk. I'm down for running.
What?
I'm running and shooting. I think we should just run and shoot.
Okay.
Run towards the exit and.
Are you going to shoot first and then start running?
Heck yeah.
Okay. Just making sure I have the order right. Okay, let's see here. So, Recon, Yowie, Stormtrooper 1 through 6.
We've taken out 7 before, so this should be fine. Only Jason got hurt. So.
Wait, is that the right number? 2, 3, 6, yes. And okay.
Those thermal detonators when you need them.
I mean, technically it's 1v6 because I don't really have a gun or anything.
You don't have a blaster?
I didn't know, at least.
I mean, you could have just gotten a blaster pistol. The rebellion will give you a blaster if you don't have one. Okay, so Recon is shooting. We'll just say that Stormtrooper 1 at this point doesn't really matter.
I'm gonna shoot the one that said, "Hey, you."
Yeah, we'll say that's Stormtrooper 1 because it doesn't really matter at this point. Then running, I'm assuming for the kitchen door. Running towards kitchen. Okay. Stormtroopers are going to. 3 of them are going to be shooting at Recon. 3 of them at Yowie.
Can't they just give up? And
then what are you doing, Yowie?
I'm just running.
You're just running. Okay. Running towards the kitchen, I assume, as well?
Yep. I mean, I don't think it'd be a very smart idea if I'd be like, YOLO, let's go full all in on 6.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like the best idea.
1 second, I need to quickly check something. Okay.
Jason, serpentine.
Stupefy. Oh wait, wrong game.
Okay.
Just run in a straight line. They never shoot straight.
Storm. Okay, so I need. Well, Yoey, you're just running, so I don't need anything from you. Because you running and recon shooting, I'm gonna say, are gonna be like the first things that happen because you're kind of the ones starting this battle. So I don't. And how far can you run in one round? It's 10 meters, right? No, that doesn't sound right.
1 mile.
1 mile. That's definitely not right.
I'm pretty sure I read that somewhere.
Page 46. Oh no, my character can move up to 10 meters, so I said it's about 20 meters, so you can get halfway to the kitchen. Okay, excellent. So then I need you to roll your blaster recon.
2. Hey, I wasn't wrong.
You got 2 of them. So what is that swamp drink that you're drinking?
Oh. The chocolate.
Blood.
Oh no,
Not
what
you,
he's drinking, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't hear swamp. Or I heard it, but I didn't register it. Yeah, okay. So that, then...
Why don't you have a lightsaber yet? That...
1, 2, 3...
Because I'm stupid.
Can't you, like, throw your sword at them?
The rusty blade?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, actually...
That's a lot of dice you have in your hands. You should not be allowed to have that many dice at one time. I feel there's some kind of rule that's being overlooked right now. Can we get a second opinion?
I agree.
Why are you still rolling?
Rolling.
Okay. So then I need you to roll damage.
I haven't done this in like 2 weeks. What's the damage? 5D?
What kind of blaster is it? Rifle?
Rifle, yeah.
Yeah, that's 5D.
Whew.
Okay, so that one's mortally wounded. Then...
I'm mortally wounded? Is that me?
Don't worry, you're coming up. Don't worry. Hasn't got to your turn yet.
Then Han Solo shot 2 of them.
Oh, nice.
He's helping us?
Yep.
Smugglers got to look out for each other.
We're gonna owe him so big time.
Okay, that one's also mortally wounded.
Probably why he's helping us.
Okay, that one's just wounded. So those 2 are more... That one's just wounded. Then there's the ones that Chewie is shooting. He's shooting 3 of them. Oh, nice. Incapacitated. Mortally wounded. And... incapacitated. So one of them has been wounded. The others are all either mortally wounded or incapacitated.
Okay.
Kill them all.
No.
And then also,
Jason's not allowed to go up to them. Like, trying to cut their throats with his rusty sword. Okay, so I mean the wounded one, what's that? He's just on the ground, kind of thing.
yeah, he's on the ground. Whatever. Are you two still running?
Oh, I stopped dead in my tracks as soon as I saw Han Solo start shooting.
Yeah. He just basically went like, whereas Chewie was like taking out 3 of them or whatever with the bowcaster. Well, actually no. Well, I said taking out, but actually the wounded one was one of the ones that Chewie hit. But yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm all right. Okay, I'll kind of like look over at Solo and just be like, hey, appreciate that.
You might want to make yourself scarce before more come.
Yeah, I was figuring that was our cue to leave.
Yeah. Han shoots the wounded one again. Before
yeah,
before him and Chewie get up and go.
yeah, we're out of there too.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. So, ooh, that's number 2 for my kill count. Confirm kill. All right.
Yeah, pretty much I knew, or as soon as I heard about Peter Mayhew passing away, because that's the actor that played Chewbacca.
Chewbacca, yeah.
He passed away this past week, so I'm like, I need to include Chewie in the session somehow.
Definitely, that was really good. All right, so yeah, we'll just make our way back over to the ship. Hopefully, with no. Well, we will make our way back to the ship while keeping a lookout for additional stormtroopers.
Okay, I want both of you to make me a perception roll.
I get to do something?
Yep. I mean, you could have done something back there, but...
Okay, maybe something useful.
So that was 13 there, and 9. As you're going back, you don't notice any stormtroopers, or you don't run across any stormtroopers, but you definitely you definitely notice that there's like a certain nervousness amongst people, so that there's definitely people have definitely seen that there's stormtroopers around your gathering, and there usually are not stormtroopers in this city. I mean, on this planet in general, but like especially not here. There's never any reason for them to come here.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they're here means that they're looking for somebody.
Yeah, and they were pretty quick to look at us too. All right, that's obviously a pretty big red flag.
Yeah.
So at the I mean, did we see any of them by like the ship?
Yeah, as you're coming towards the spaceport, that's where you do actually notice you're still a good distance from your ship, but you notice there are a few stormtroopers by your ship.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna jump on the comm and just try to get a Mia
Okay.
on comm. Like, hey, Mia, we had a little run-in with some stormtroopers back at the tavern. Are things okay with you?
Yeah, we haven't run into any, but like,
They're all over
I've
the
been
place
I've
right
been
now.
yeah, I've been hearing some stuff. A few of the others have had run-ins. So far, nobody's. So far, all of our people have managed to either avoid them or get away and such. Nobody's been captured, but um,
Do we have any information on why there's so many of them here?
um, I don't know. I haven't heard like we haven't been able to question any of them yet. A few of our people have gotten into fights, but no one's been able to, you know, capture a stormtrooper for questioning or anything.
All right, there's a few down by the ship right now, so taking off of here is probably a no.
By the ship.
Damn,
You,
Balthazar is on the ship.
you don't think? No, because if they could track him, they would have been able to. They would have,
Yeah, they would have been all over the base.
unless those ships were, unless those ships were hired by them.
Why were they hired? Why would they hire mercenary ships?
I don't know. I don't know. Because like my only thing would be if they just didn't have any of their. But I don't know. He's a lieutenant, so that also does seem like more money than they would spend. Like sending stormtroopers after, sure, whatever. Like that's they're just stormtroopers as far as the Empire is concerned. But hiring, spending money on mercenaries to.
Yeah. I was thinking the mercenary things might have been more tied in with that dark Jedi that we had in.
Yeah, that would make more sense.
He's supposedly some high roller here in on this planet, actually.
Oh yeah.
And you're gonna have mercenaries of the wazoo here.
Such is my understanding. Yeah.
All right, so ran into an acquaintance, and he was saying, there's plenty of places to go about. Laying low, probably get like an inn or something. But again, I don't know how hardcore these troopers are going to be looking around.
Yeah. We should probably stick to our groups of 2 and each find our own hiding places. Try to not, because if you have 20 people or 22 people, you have 22 people going and hiding somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, for now, we'll each stick to our groups of 2. Try to keep low, find our own places. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe in a day or 2, start trying to get passage off world. Maybe in a few days.
Damn it, that's the second ship I lost.
You do not have a great track record.
I really don't. All right, I'm gonna,
find a new
work
ship.
my way. Yeah, I'm gonna find a new ship to steal. There's a Millennium Falcon around.
You're still near the spaceport when you see the Millennium Falcon taking off and going up into space.
Damn it. All right. So yeah, I'm just gonna look for one of the seedier inns around and kind of just head on over there.
Okay.
Well, of course, looking around for troopers and stuff.
Okay.
And all that.
Both of you make me a perception check. 13. You're very consistent with your perception.
Hey.
13. Okay.
Yeah, we got it.
You're approaching what is definitely a very seedy looking inn. You're a bit worried that this might be one of the places that you pay by the hour. But it's, that also means that there's not going to be a lot of questions asked.
Did we see a Wookiee
But-
coming out at some?
No, what you do see though is you actually see two stormtroopers coming out right as you're like turning corner. I want you both to, if you want, you can try to make a hide sneak to try and avoid being spotted by them.
Okay, just kind of like duck back around where we came.
Pretty much. Stormtrooper where? There we go. $23 and $9. Okay, so the stormtroopers, coming out, and Joey deftly, deftly like moves behind the building or whatever. Recon, you kind of trip over your feet a bit as you're quickly trying to go, and the stormtroopers come out or whatever. The ones talking, being like, of course we get stuck with this part of town or whatever. The other was like, hey, I think I saw something over there. So they are coming your way. You are around a corner, so you could try like making a run for it before they get here. You could try just hiding somewhere here.
Yeah.
Or you could get ready to fight. Or you could do all sorts of other things. I mean, it's up to you.
Can we scale the wall?
You can make a climbing roll if you want. It's...
I really want to get one where we can interrogate him.
This is only... Yeah, the building you're next to is only a single story, so scaling it shouldn't be too difficult if you want to try that. But...
Okay, let's...
If you want...
Is there anybody else like around us right like
there were a few people out in the street pretty much as soon as like the stormtroopers started running. Everybody was either if they were near somewhere they could go inside, they went inside. Otherwise are just kind of walking quickly and kind of looking down, minding their own business type thing. Do whatever they can to not draw attention to themselves. They don't, most people are assuming they're not the targets, and they don't want to make themselves targets.
And there's only 2 of them.
There's only 2 stormtroopers here, yeah.
Okay.
Also, don't forget, you can always set your blasters to stun if capturing is your goal.
And you have a blaster, right, Jay?
Wait, did we clarify? Do I have one or not?
Like I said, if you had wanted a blaster, you would have been given one by the rebels. Like, you're a rebel, you get...
Very standard issue.
They'll give you a blaster, they'll give you a blaster pistol, just... You can even get... A blaster pistol or a blaster rifle you can just get. Default. If you want. If you wanted to.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Like a rifle. That's the longer range, right?
Rifle's longer range. It is harder to hide, but it's longer range. It does more damage.
And it's pretty much useless at shorter range, right?
No.
Like point blank, it's still fine.
Yeah. Point blank. It's point blank range. The difficulty for shooting is 5.
Oh.
And the point blank is like within 3 meters or less than 3 meters for anything.
Okay. Yeah. Then let's just ready ourselves and try to take at least one of them.
Okay.
So I will set my my blaster to stun.
Okay.
Yeah. Just to clarify, I'll have just a regular blaster as well then.
Just a blaster pistol?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do the same as a stun as well.
Okay. Just gonna quickly break.
You could kill him if you want to, Jason. Just saying. Don't feel so limited.
I gotta be a good boy.
Just gonna quickly check the rules on stun.
Rules are is if you stun somebody, you yourself have to be stunned.
No. So basically, what would normally wound for damage would instead cause a person to be stunned for 2 combat rounds. What would normally kill or incapacitate, they'll be knocked unconscious.
Gotcha. Okay.
Although if they would be stunned by the normal rules, it actually does nothing here. So yeah.
Okay.
But but that's where if their strength roll is greater than the damage roll, it does nothing or whatever here. Whereas normally it would stun them for a round.
Yep.
So you're getting ready. So basically, because of that, I'll roll to shoot, because basically as soon as they come around the corner, you'll both be able to shoot them.
So what are we rolling for damage or rolling?
No, roll for your blaster skill.
Oof.
17. Okay. Yeah. And recon, or was that 11?
Yeah.
Oh,
mine. Holy.
But you're right around the corner, so that would still be yes. So that would be short range, probably, maybe even point blank, depending on how close to the corner you are. So you do both hit them. So both of you roll for damage. For blaster pistol, if you have Yowie, that, in case you don't know, that would be 4D. Ooh, 13. 4D6.
Yep.
Strength. Let's see here.
Should have just killed him.
Okay, both of them have been would be wounded, so they're both stunned for 2 combat rounds.
Okay. Well, that works.
So now, what are you wanting to do for those 2 combat rounds?
Well, first, I say we take away their weapons.
Okay, so that you can take. I'll let you take both of their weapons away for that first round, Yowie. What are you doing for that first round, Recon?
I mean, do they have shackles on them? Is that standard issue for troopers to have manacles or some kind of that thing?
Yeah, they do both have manacles on them. I was checking if there was a specific word used, but there's nothing in here, and I don't feel like looking elsewhere. So yeah, they have
They're metal bracelets.
I mean, they'd probably be restraints or cuffs or something. But yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I'm going to. I mean, for the next 2 rounds, I guess I'll just shock hold of both arms behind their back.
Okay. Okay, you do that, and then so that'll take you both the rounds to do. Is there anything you want to do for the second round, Yowie?
Any suggestions?
Yeah, take off their helmets. We gotta get rid of their comms.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Let's take a look at their faces.
Are they twins?
No. But I mean, they're both your basic, average, boring white guy.
Wow.
I mean, they're
wrong.
They're stormtroopers. Not that all stormtroopers are white, as we know from The
The move that has yet to happen.
the sequel trilogy, which actually isn't even canon to this campaign, because this campaign is set in the old continuity, the old EU. But yeah, so so they kind of wake up or whatever, find themselves shackled, their weapons gone or whatever, and like, what happened? What they both look at you and then just kind of like glare.
You fell, and we found you like this. We really didn't find you like this. We did this to you.
Clearly.
What's the building right next to us? Is it like an abandoned building? Is it a residence or what?
The building next to you, you assume it's a residence. There aren't any windows, though. There's a door out front, but even just by looking at the door, you're certain it's locked.
Okay. Can we pull these guys down? Is there like a dark alley?
Yeah.
Kind of
there are
sight out of mind.
There are plenty of dark alleys.
All right, we're gonna go down a dark alley.
Okay.
Ooh, oh my!
And then I'm gonna, I would imagine Jason would be helping me with one of them.
If you both want to make me a strength, or are you just dragging them, or are you kind of lifting and carrying?
Well, they were on the floor, so
you're just dragging.
Would have to like lift. Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
unless they get up with their own free will and we start pulling them, it's up to you.
Do either of you even have lifting, or would it just be your basic strength anyway?
I don't even lift.
Yeah, then just both make me a strength roll, because it doesn't really matter if your lifting is your strength.
If nothing, we're consistent.
8. It takes you some time to drag them there. They're complaining. They're kind of complaining the whole time. But yeah, you drag them into the alley after about takes you about 5 minutes to drag them into this very nearby dark alley.
Not cliche at all.
Yeah. So I found, like, because I have like the Star Wars source book here in addition to like the regular rule book. I found like the equipment cost chart that lists a lot more equipment, but it doesn't actually list any kind of manacles or cuffs or anything, even in here, unless I'm just blind, which is entirely possible.
All right. So anyway, not that big of a deal, but so yeah, we'll just toss them down, make sure their back is against the wall, and then just do typical interrogation, like, hey, why are there so many of you here looking for us?
There was a ship left behind when the Star Destroyer had to leave, just in case, anything came up regarding the search for Lieutenant Balthazar. And then we just got a tip that you were here.
A tip?
Yeah. Some smuggler or something.
Asshole.
Remember when you where you contacted your contact and I told you to roll and you got a 5?
It wasn't a 5. It was like a. What did I get? It was a 5.
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right. That I'll deal with that later. So how many of you are here? How many? I mean, besides the 6 that are dead in the tavern right now. By the way.
There weren't 6 dead in the tavern.
I thought it was dead. Didn't we shoot 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4?
Some of them, 2 of them were just incapacitated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking that they were just all
No.
done and dead. Well,
Yeah,
besides
because it was
the many.
because I think it was 3 were mortally wounded, 2 were incapacitated, 1 was wounded, which got shot again and was mortally wounded, but 2 of them were still incapacitated.
4.
So
4 were dead.
4 were dead. Yeah, if I recall correctly.
Okay.
I didn't write it down, so.
Yeah. All right. So, how many of you are still looking for us, besides those that are now dead? Which, keep in mind, is not exclusive to them.
I want you to make me a command roll.
Command roll? Okay.
Is that a perception? Yeah.
I think my dice are like rigged or something. Can I reload this? It's literally the exact same dice, except it's in reverse.
I could try Control F5. Clear the cache.
One of the stormtroopers is looking kind of nervous. The other's like, it's like, you do your worst. We're not scared of you.
I shoot him.
You shoot him? Okay.
Yep.
Roll your blaster. I mean, it's point blank, so you're gonna hit him. Okay. Roll your damage.
Oh, that was my damage.
Oh.
I didn't roll blaster.
Okay. Yeah.
I can roll a blaster. Well, I mean it's 5d6 plus 1.
Yeah, like you're gonna hit, but yeah. So yeah, we'll do that as damage. Although, are you shooting him in the head? Because like you took their helmets off, they're still wearing the rest of their armor.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, then I will need you to roll
my blaster.
Your blaster, yeah, just because you're trying to shoot a specific part.
Was that 4? Yeah, it's 5d plus 1.
Okay, you hit the head, so then 21 damage. That means it's only 2d strength. Oh, still a decent roll, though. Do that. That'll be...
It's entirely fine if you like shift his head and like shoot off his ear or something.
No. So then that stormtrooper is incapacitated. Yeah.
Okay, and I'm gonna look at the other one and be like, care to carry on his sentiments?
There's 48, or there were 48 of us left behind on the planet.
Including him?
Including him, yeah. And there were like 48 total of us left, like, when that was how much was left here. So then, that includes the 6 that you encountered, 4 that you killed. Mm-hmm. And I don't know.
Still a good amount.
Yeah.
Okay, so, let's see. Alright. We're still kind of like we're still in a pickle.
Like, I could, help you. I know, like, deployments, and, like, all that stuff and whatnot.
I'm gonna call up Mia.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, I just so happened to come across a couple of stormtroopers that are, well, one wasn't so willing to talk, but the other one is very happy to talk to us.
Okay.
If you catch my drift.
Okay. What have you learned?
So far, there were 48 troopers that came in, but they were tipped off by somebody on the ground that we were here. So
Huh. So somebody like spotted one of our people.
the trooper just told me that it was like some kind of smuggler that tipped them off that we were coming.
Smuggler.
Yeah, some smuggler from the planet side.
Anyone you happen to know? I know that's kind of business you're in.
I know a lot of smugglers. I just met with a smuggler inside the tavern right now, and we just took out like 4 troopers ourselves. So,
Okay.
but anyway, that's just a moot point. You know, we're here. Um, do you want to meet up over here by this shady looking inn and get some more information out of this guy? He knows deployments and all that patrol routes and such.
Yeah. I'll head over there right now.
Okay. One second. I'm gonna look at this trooper. Are there any other patrols around this particular district?
Uh, no, we're the ones that got the short straw and had to patrol this area.
Okay. Mia, this is the only patrol supposedly by what this trooper is saying, so you should be clear on this.
Okay. Yeah, we'll head over there right away.
Okay.
Okay.
So and keep this guy pinned or whatever. He doesn't necessarily. I mean, you said like the other trooper is incapacitated.
Yeah.
Or was he dead?
Incapacitated.
Okay. Gotta recharge these blasters or something. Okay, so I mean they're still tied up and all that. Okay, so we know why they're here.
Mm-hmm.
We know they're particularly stationed only here. So this outpost is not necessarily a great place for us to be right now. And we have no ship to get out of here.
Yep.
Okay.
We're not quite fucked yet.
We're just pretty close. Okay, so
Are you doing anything? What?
I'm gonna ask a trooper. Do you guys have any land transports that you guys landed with? Speeders or anything of that nature?
No, we don't No, we've just been patrolling on foot. We have a shuttle that we came in or whatever. That's at the spaceport.
All right, and I imagine you saw the Imperial medic transport.
Yes.
How many people are stationed there, guarding it?
There are 6 troopers there, plus I believe there was a stormtrooper already on there, and Lieutenant Balthazar. Although I believe Lieutenant Balthazar is no longer by the medical ship. I don't know where he went though.
Okay. What are your thoughts on Lieutenant Balthazar, by the way? Just curious.
He's a bit of an ass.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Well, I have a friend coming by, and she's gonna have a little chat with you. I really hope that you are as forthcoming as you have been with me, and not like your friend here, because she has an even shorter temper span than I do.
Okay.
All right, and we'll just wait for her to come in.
Yeah. So you're waiting, and then speeder, like a car type speeder, pulls up outside the alley. Um, Door opens. Mia comes out, passenger side. Um, the other rebel that she was with, you can see in the driver's seat. You don't recognize him, or well, you like recognize him from like the medical ship, but like you
Yeah.
don't know his,
Don't know him. Yeah.
don't know him or anything. And then
Where'd you get one of those at?
Borrowed it.
Okay. Well, here's
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't even catch your name. What is your name?
You asking
The
the
stormtrooper.
stormtrooper? My name is Sid.
Sid. Okay. Mia, this is Sid. Sid said he'll be more than happy to answer any
Okay.
questions that you have because, his friend right here said,
Do you want to help me get or Sid? Do you want to get into the speed or whatever? Like, so you kind of like help him up so because he's like manacled. So you help him stand up, and then like he goes and walks over. She's like, are you two able to deal with the other one? Get him, I don't know, somewhere out of sight, or
is there a dumpster somewhere?
Yeah,
he's still alive, right?
He's still alive.
Jason, do you want to try to saw his throat or something like that?
if you do that, not only will your atonement stop, you'll also get a second dark side point.
No,
Okay. I'll keep him in shackles, and I'll just throw him in the nearest disposal unit somewhere.
Okay. Yeah. Then Mia also says, "Okay, it's like okay. Yeah, we'll bring him somewhere for questioning, and I'll let you know how it goes. You should probably still stay like to our own groups. Like try not to draw attention. So yeah,
will do.
So yeah, so she gets back in the speeder and they take off, and you're gonna try tossing the stormtrooper into a dumpster.
Yep.
Roll lifting.
Hey.
16. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you managed to like kind of get up on your shoulder and then kind of like toss him in or whatever. His legs are kind of hanging over the side. You kind of lift them over and yeah. So the stormtrooper is in the dumpster.
Damn, I should ask the other guy what his stupid credentials were, so in case I get asked that again on the stupid con. Forgot that. Anyway, all right. Okay, so hey, Jason, you've been kind of quiet. You good over there?
I'm good. I haven't done anything to break my things, right? Like I'm still good.
Yeah, you're still good.
Oh, is that why you haven't been doing anything?
Like you can still do stuff. You just can't
you can defend yourself.
Yeah,
you just can't like purposely go hurt somebody.
Yeah, like you just can't do anything like questionable. Like I'll
like what I did.
Yeah, like yeah, like
hey Rican, come with me to this dark alley.
Like I'll let you know if you're doing anything that or that if you're thinking of doing any. Well, if you're saying you're thinking of doing anything, obviously I don't know what you're thinking. I can't read your mind.
You can't.
Well, okay, I read that, and no, that's disgusting.
Sure about that.
Try anything once. Okay, so okay, we basically have a battalion of stormtroopers that are searching for us as we speak.
Yep.
We have zero way to go anywhere right now without being questioned. I would imagine standard procedure for stormtroopers would be to almost quarantine the area with patrols and checkpoints and all that. So, I think the only way we can really get out of this is basically just lay low for a couple days and see if the heat wears off. Maybe they assume we just got out of town.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
You want to go get a room? That sounds so bad.
One moment.
Oh man.
Oh my.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely going to look for the inn to get a room.
okay.
Yeah, and just I mean, crash there for the most part. I mean, just wait for word from Mia.
Okay. While I was looking at stuff here, I actually noticed that there was actually prices for. Oh no, that was for an actual apartment, not for an inn or anything. Yeah. Were you going to?
Buy an apartment.
You can buy an apartment. Standard.
You want to go halfies on an apartment, Jason?
Aren't you broke?
That's the wrong book.
Kinda.
I literally just put the book down and then picked up the other book.
So Jason, you ever have money that you had money but it wasn't your money?
Nope. Well,
okay.
I said 300 credits aside.
A regular apartment, depending on the type of apartment, would be anywhere from 250 to 500 credits a month. A luxury apartment is anywhere from 500 to 1400 a month.
Okay.
You could buy you could buy a house for 35,000 credits.
A little bit more than what. Can we get a 30-year fixed loan on that?
I mean, you can get a. Wait, what is that number supposed to be? Oh, availability. Okay, yeah. You could also like get a house for anywhere from 750 to 1800 plus a month.
Okay.
But that would so it depends on how good of a mortgage you can get and how long that'll take to pay off, which it doesn't say here.
Alive.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, we'll just get a super basic.
Okay, you find like an inn where you can stay for no questions asked type place. So I'm gonna say it's 50 credits a night.
Okay.
So you're laying low for what are you, 3 days or so? 3 nights?
3 days is not bad.
Yeah, so that'll be 150 credits for that.
Each or total?
Total. You can decide how you divvy that up amongst yourselves.
You got 75 credits, right?
Yeah, I can do away with 75 credits.
Okay.
Reducing myself to 1221 then.
Okay.
Yeah. During those days, you notice that because like you've been occasionally like taking a look around, asking around, like other rebels as well, or whatever, just kind of like keeping low but like keeping aware type thing, and like stormtrooper like patrols have been lessening and lessening, and by this point they've stopped. You're pretty sure, especially based on what Sid's said, that like the Empire doesn't really care about the loss of stormtroopers.
Right.
And now that they have like Lieutenant Balthazar back, like
They probably got more out of it than they really needed to anyway.
that's kind of like, yeah, getting him back was kind of the important thing. So
Rebels are a dime a dozen.
so they're pretty much headed out by now. But and Mia's saying now, okay, so yeah, we need to get off planet, regroup, but we should probably still do it like in smaller groups, so as not to like attract attention or whatever. So you're going to continue just like the two of you finding your own way off planet, and there is a Mia has been in contact with the rebel base or with a rebel group or whatever. The base was abandoned, and like everyone else has also like left that rebel base. There's a new base that where you're all supposed to like meet up at, but everyone's supposed to like find their own way.
Gotcha.
So,
all right.
So that's what the two of you are trying to do, is find your way there. It's on the planet. It's on the planet. I'll tell you in a second. But yeah, you can start talking about what you want to be doing while I let you know what planet it's on.
All right. We need to first and foremost, get off this planet. We should. I don't have a ship. I have to charter a ship.
Well, what can we do?
Yeah. What can we do?
I mean, you could charter a ship. You could try.
Let me see if I can get in contact with that guy again and see if he can help us out.
Your contact?
Yeah, my contact. I'm like, hey, dude, do you happen to have like a ship I could borrow? You've been super helpful in the past. I mean,
roll me a streetwise. Knowledge streetwise.
I'm not calling him right now.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go down to the lobby and just talk to the innkeeper and just ask him like, hey, do you have any info on the ships that are being chartered out? Cost and such.
There's a kind of like a not a tip jar because you pay in credits, but like there's kind of like a tips appreciated sign that he kind of nudges as you ask this.
Okay, I put like I throw another 25 credits in there.
Okay. He's like, well, there's plenty of ships. There's, spaceport. There's, your standard, like, standard, like, transports that, like, everybody takes. It's, 500 credits. But that, that only gets you to the places where, they're scheduled to go and such. If you're wanting to get somewhere, or they're not scheduled to go, you might need to find somebody, and that could cost you quite a bit. Standard transport, just like costs about 500 credits for a trip. Other ones, if you're needing to charter something, that could be as much as 10,000 credits, maybe more.
Let's see. Okay.
The planet that you're trying to go to that has a rebel base, the rebel base, it's on a planet that does actually have like it's not just a bit like an abandoned otherwise uninhabited, like it's a normally inhabited planet that the base has been set up on. So like you do know that you should be able to find like a transport ship going there.
Okay.
We're gonna say the planet is named no, we're gonna say Plortal. Ploraltal. No. Plo. I'm gonna just spell that differently so I can actually pronounce it. Ploraltel. Ploraltel.
Or Eltel. Okay. All right. We have like. Sorry, I was getting a drink. All right. So. All right, we have a destination.
Yeah.
We have the funds to get there. Question is, I'm gonna ask Jason, like, do you even want to attempt to do anything with a car estate? Apparently, as you know, the base that we were at, where he was at, was abandoned. So more likely than not, he is out and about and free, and possibly going right back to his estate. So could very well be expecting us, given he gave us all that very accurate information the last time we spoke with him.
You do know, like you were told that that the rebels are still holding him.
Oh, really?
Like they didn't just leave him at the base. No.
Oh, that's interesting. So we could technically go to his estate with all of our with our vast amount of intel, or we could just get the freak out of Dodge and head back to base and regroup.
What are your thoughts, Jason?
Wait, how were you fleeing? Did I miss here?
We were just gonna charter a ship to wait.
I don't think you're going to charter a ship. You're just going to find like a transport that's like
a transport ship. Yeah, we're gonna jump on a transport ship. It was like 500 credits per person. To Ploraltel.
Ploraltel. Yeah,
sure.
it's spelled Ploraltal.
Okay, sure. What?
I'll just go along with whatever we're doing.
Well, Recon isn't sure what you're doing. That's what he's trying to figure out here.
Yeah. Like we have information on getting the stuff from Akara's estate, but it would literally just be the two of us, which I'm not 100% comfortable with. Or we could go to the plan, the plans for your lightsaber and the vast amount of money that I'm sure is just sitting in one of his safes.
Let's go solo mission. No. Oh, but regrouping does sound better.
Yeah, that might just be the more ideal thing. But I'm gonna
Uh,
just like casually look around to make sure nobody's like really paying attention to.
Hmm?
I'm gonna casually look around and make sure nobody's paying attention to us.
Where are you right now?
We are probably by the door of the inn, still inside, but by the door.
Oh, no. The only person is like the person working at the desk or whatever, who is not at all interested in anything you're talking about.
Okay, but if you get those darn voices in your head again, you let me know or somebody around us know so that we can take care of it. Because the last time we lost a rebel base, so just just putting the consequences out there, you know. Last time you had voices in your head, we lost a base. So
my head is filled with voices. No, but regrouping does sound better. I don't think we two of us can live that.
yeah, like I mean, we're good. We're very very good.
You can speak for yourself. I mean, have you seen my record?
And you stunned that guy pretty good. And you hide really well.
I'm good
All
at
right,
something.
all right. We're gonna make our way to the starport,
Okay.
shipport,
Yeah,
whatever it is.
you go there, you look up the listings of like transports, and you do find one going to Pluraltel. Um, uh, it's standard 500 credits a person. So I assume are you both just going to buy your tickets?
We could
500, right?
sneak on, right?
What?
We could sneak onto the ship.
You could try to sneak onto the ship, yes.
Yeah, then I don't think that would work very well for me though, considering my things.
You don't want to be a stowaway?
I got the money to pay it. What was 500?
500 credits.
I can pay that, no problem.
All right, I guess we'll pay it.
I
Okay.
mean, you could still sneak on though. I've seen nothing.
I'm doing it by yourself.
Okay. So you go to the ticket kiosk and you just buy yourself a ticket, 500 a piece, and yeah, you go. Ship's leaving in an hour, so anything you want to do in the hour before, you're just going to go and get on the ship already. You can go and get on the ship already and just wait on it.
I mean, I
Anything
feel
else?
like the longer we stay on this planet, the more trouble we're gonna get into.
Okay.
To the ship.
So you go to the ship. Go find your seats. I mean, it's somewhat similar setup to like an airplane as far as like rows of seats or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It is actually slightly more roomy than like normal like commercial airplane would be like in real life or whatever. So like you have like leg room or whatever, like, and like
You can put your seat back a little bit more.
put your seat back a little bit more. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna have to look after my kid brother while I'm playing this game right now. Gotta make sure he doesn't get into trouble.
I mean, who's the one who got caught multiple times by being super not sneak?
But yeah, so yeah, you go aboard. The two of you are trying to like not be noticed. Like, so I do want both of you to roll like hide sneak just because you're trying to like keep a low profile.
Can I use the
I
last roll?
at least I assume you're both trying to keep a low profile.
Nah, I already took off my shirt. I'm like swinging it around, just like yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna need you to make a.
No, I'm good. Holy moly!
That's definitely a 4.
Yep.
And Yui. That's a 10. Okay, that's better than a 4. more,
It is.
more than double. Um. So,
I'll just sit by the window.
so
This man in window seat.
So yeah, so you get aboard, you wait the hour, and ship takes off, enters hyperspace, and then while you're just like sitting there, it's gonna be it's going to be a 4-day trip through hyperspace, and then the first day passes uneventfully. Second day, I need you to make me a perception check, both of you.
Please, I'm trying to sleep to my flight.
Wake up!
I didn't even sleep in peace.
6. Not great. And Yoi?
System 10. Let's go.
I'm super distracted, just like picking at my fingernails.
Okay.
Picking up.
So you actually
Define you.
both of you actually notice.
What?
Yes, even with your 6, you notice somebody that seems to be keeping an eye on you, and Recon, you actually recognize him. It's a bounty hunter that has
Boba Fett.
No, it's not Boba Fett. It's a bounty hunter that has occasionally been hired by certain individuals that you may owe some money to.
Certain individuals that may or may not be part of an organization that I may or may not be part of that may be called Nova.
It's entirely possible. Yep. And he's definitely keeping an eye on you.
Does he notice us noticing him?
So as he's like keeping an eye on you, you kind of like look at him, your eyes lock for a moment, and he just nods at you. And then walks away.
Okay. I'm gonna like watch him walk away. Make sure he doesn't like do anything bounty hunterish.
I mean, because like the ship has like a couple like it's multiple sections or whatever. So he walks through the door into like another section or whatever, and yeah.
So where exactly are we positioned on the ship itself? Are we aft, mid?
You are mid and left because like basically it's like there's like 6 sections, but like two,
Right.
2 and 2. So you're mid on the left.
Okay. So.
And he walked through to the back left.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna, after I see him walk away, I'm going to just casually nudge Jason. That's a person that is whose occupancy or whose
Occupancy. There may or may not be multiple people occupying him.
Yeah. No, that's a bounty hunter for an organization that I'm affiliated with. Um, Said organization may or may not have fronted the bill for my ship, and they probably have not been paid back for fronting that bill. And
Sounds
I
good.
yeah, and I may or may not have received a few, you know, red notices in the past that have casually been ignored and lost in the mail. I move from place to place, so I don't always get all my notices and such. And I think he's gonna want to kill me.
Hmm. It was nice knowing you. Bye.
But I don't necessarily think he's gonna try anything on the ship per se. I don't. How crazy is he? Like, do I know of him
um,
or her?
I'd say him already,
Oh,
and yeah, he's for what you know of him, he's a fairly professional guy. Like he, does the job, and like, as far as you know, like yeah, he doesn't like take unnecessary risks. Just does a job, gets paid.
is he
Yeah,
more well known for one thing over another, such as demolition? Is he more known for like sneaky assassinations, or just like
you're not really sure because like
okay,
he's like he's only been he's still like kind of a recent like he's been at it for like a year or two or whatever, but he doesn't have like a big reputation yet.
okay,
Um,
doesn't have like a really big mo.
yeah, like if you didn't work with Nova or whatever, like you probably wouldn't have heard of him, but because they have hired him quite a few times, you know
Yeah.
of him. But it's just like, okay, they hire him, you don't really know the details. But you've heard like he's a fairly professional person, doesn't like to take unnecessary risks,
Okay.
just wants to get the job done, go home.
All right. Okay. So we're kind of we're kind of stuck in a tin can with a mercenary, is what it boils down to. And I wager he's probably going to make more money bringing me in alive. Um, what I'm more concerned about is how is he going to go about this? Do I have like any like what would you call it? I have to stop eating and drinking anything. He might try to poison me. The paranoia is real. um, Bottom line is we need to, at the very least, take him out. Not necessarily kill him, but just get him off our trail.
I don't think right in my notes said that it's Teskin. Do you know what that is?
Teskin?
Yeah, Teskin.
Was it something on mine?
I don't know. I just have that in my notes written down, but I don't have anything actually written next to it. So it's presumably the name of something, but I don't know what.
Hold on. I don't have anything for Tuscan.
Okay. Maybe it was the planet with the last rebel base? I don't know. Or wait. Or was that one of Icar's people? I'll have to go watch the last VOD again.
Okay. How many security personnel is like on the ship that I've, or is there any security personnel actually? Or is there just like ship crew and that's pretty much it?
Like, there's not even ship crew. Like, there's like it's an automated piloting system, and there's like cleaning and serving droids.
Okay. All right. Jason,
Yes.
looking for your advice now, okay? You kind of have like a more level head than I do. I just shot a guy who was shackled. Well, you try to cut a Wookiee's throat. Never mind. We can.
But we definitely shouldn't split up. That's for sure.
No, probably not. But I was like, I mean, we can't necessarily just shoot him with all these witnesses right here. That would be pretty bad. If we could get him somewhere remote in the ship, that'd probably be a more ideal thing. But I mean,
Some sort of a cargo bay.
Yeah, somewhere like in the cargo bay. But again, he noticed me, so he knows that I know he's here. So it doesn't necessarily help our stealth. And I would imagine Jason and I haven't really been talking to each other since we came on board. So I mean, I wonder if he would know that him and I were together. Since Jason has pretty much just been sleeping this whole time.
So you're not sitting next to each other?
No, we are sitting next to each other.
Oh, okay.
But you said it's like airplanes, right? Like
yeah.
you have rows of seats, so inevitably you're going to be sitting next to somebody.
Okay. And you haven't.
But him and I haven't really been interacting.
Okay.
So I don't think he. Again, hypothetically speaking, I could potentially lure him down to the cargo hold. You watch for him, follow me down. You come in behind him and take him out.
The question is, do I get anything from regarding my you know what? Or am I still safe on the atonement thing if I were to do that?
I guess it would really depend on the bounty hunter, right? Like what he's doing. Like if he has a pistol pointed at me or some such.
Yeah, like if you're trying to kill him or like trying to like injure him, like
kill him. Just, same thing with the stormtroopers. Just stun him.
Yeah, like if you're just trying to stun him because like you think that he's trying to capture or kill your buddy here, like that wouldn't ruin your atonement. No, like if you like especially like if you like do like use a blaster set to stun or like something like that, like yeah, it wouldn't ruin your atonement.
And again, you don't even have to shoot him. I would imagine you just coming up behind him with a pistol pointed at him.
No,
a level-headed person would not try to do anything crazy, since once you have the pistol on him, get him distracted from me, I'll just pull my pistol and point it at him, and he'll have two pistols pointed at him, and then he would be a creek without a paddle, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure on that. That does sound like a good plan to try.
Okay. Just gonna wait a little bit longer. Let's say like another hour or so.
Okay.
Just to see if he, points his head in or shows his face or anything like that.
No. Hour passes by uneventfully. You don't see him.
Okay. And would I know where the cargo, like, would I know a way to get into the cargo hold from being on the actual passenger portion of the?
Um,
I don't know if there would be like a door I could just walk through and then ladder down or some such.
yeah. You are familiar with this type of ship. You know there will be like a door in the back and in, one of the back sections. You're not sure which because like some of the ships will have it in like the back of the left section. Some will have it in the right section, but there will be like one of them will have like a door and a ladder down. And
Okay. All
um,
right. I'm just going to
yeah,
I'm just going to. He hasn't came back into our section yet.
no,
I haven't seen him. Okay. So I'm gonna stand up.
okay,
I'm going to tell Jason, like, when I walk through to the back section, just keep an eye out. Don't go through it yourself. Just because I mean, are there windows on the doors?
no,
No. Okay. I'll just tell him to keep his comm open.
okay,
He has a comm link. So I have a
yeah,
comm link
yeah,
too.
yeah. You have
Yeah.
comm links.
Yeah. So I guess that'll be kind of better than. um. All right. Again, I'll keep the link itself open so that it's basically a hot mic. So you're gonna hear me say everything. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I am going to do. Do I know his name?
Yes. His name is Waltok.
Wall talk. Like talking to a
W
wall.
Wultok.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and go through the doors that he went through
Okay.
to the back section of the ship,
Yeah. You go
or
to.
to yeah. And I'm just gonna look for him. Just blatantly look for him.
Okay. You see him sitting in one of the seats or whatever. He's currently looks to be napping. His eyes are
Okay.
closed.
All right. I'm just going to, you know, casually walk up the aisle and just say, well,
His eyes open. Um, it's like, hey, um,
long time no see.
Cal Jove, right?
That would be me. How's uh how's the organization treat?
Eh, they pay well.
Yeah, yeah, they do. Yeah, they haven't been in contact with them for a while.
No, you have not.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of running around, trying to get some trying to get some stuff situated so that I can head back and talk to the big man.
How's that working out for you?
I've not great actually. My ship was a funny story. My ship was kind of impounded by the Imperials.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so it's tough to get some jobs done without a ship, if you know what I mean.
yeah, yeah. I'm currently in between ships myself. That's why I'm here.
Oh, good, good. So any news from over?
Sorry, could you say that again? You cut out at the end there.
Oh, sorry. Any news from out there of you're not necessarily someone that you just casually come around, So you typically have a reason for being every.
I was doing some work over on Krolltam 6 there. Finished, did a job. Now I'm headed over to Pluraltel. Need to buy myself a new ship. They have a few. There's a ship for sale that's pretty much exactly what I'm looking for.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was,
just a coincidence that I happened to see you here.
no doubt.
Possibly a profitable one.
Yeah. I mean, it's just there's always a chance of us just going on each other's way. No fuss, no muss.
So wait, I'm hearing everything of this, right?
You're
Yes,
hearing
you're
everything.
hearing
Yeah.
everything of this.
So I want to say, as I'm hearing this, I'll make my way, start making my way, just
Okay.
in case.
Okay. You're just going like waiting right by the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because we haven't moved. We're literally staying there. All right. I mean, you're definitely not you're definitely not a crazy person like some of these other people that Nova likes to interact with. But uh, what are the chances of you just going on about your way and taking care of your ship and just you know
Why don't you make me a? Actually,
wimp
no.
roll?
What?
A wimp roll?
Actually, no. We're not going to make a roll actually quite yet.
Okay.
It's like, I mean, there are definitely ways you could persuade me to ignore your presence.
Mhm. All right. I mean, this probably isn't the most, you know, ideal place to conduct any business for sure. Wanna talk take it or discuss this like real men, like men, and just head out to the back. See if we can come to an accord.
Hmm? I think I'm quite comfortable right here.
Hmm. I mean, that's fine. I mean, just didn't want to have any issues with other people overhearing anything that we're talking about. So yeah, I don't necessarily really want to talk right here. I'm not the most unwanted man in the galaxy right now.
We could wait till, we land before we talk.
Hmm. Yeah, how many friends are you gonna have waiting for us when we land? And our talks suddenly turn into not talks. You can understand my position.
I, I understand your position perfectly.
All right. Okay. What is the going price these days for a smuggler who hasn't caught up on his past yet?
Uh,
How much am I worth?
1,000,000 credits.
At the moment, they're willing to pay the same amount as your debt to bring you in.
That's it.
Oh, I'm sure it'll go up shortly, but at the moment they're still, in the. At the moment they're still hopeful that you're planning on actually paying it.
Oh, okay. All right. I just wasn't sure, how how serious they were getting about. They're definitely going to be paying them back, of course. I just,
Of course.
So, really, there's no reason for you to, do anything, right?
I mean, I could maybe pretend I didn't see you, but you'd owe me a favor.
Favors can get pretty expensive.
They can.
Is this an open-ended favor?
It is.
So I would potentially put my life up at stake for the chance of you not seeing me.
It's definitely a possibility. I mean, aren't you somewhat used to your life being at stake these days?
Well, yeah, but I typically put myself in that position. I don't necessarily give myself to someone else to put me in that position.
It's up to you.
We'll talk the bounty hunter. Let me think about it. We've got another couple days in hyperspace.
Another 2 days. This is day 2 of 4.
Okay. All right. Let me think about it. I'll come meet you, say tomorrow.
No.
About this time.
Okay. Then I will go back to my nap. Leans back, closes his eyes again.
Okay.
Hey, that's my thing.
I'm gonna head back to the.
Other people can take naps as well. Like, you don't have that copyrighted.
But I mean, they're leaning against the wall. That's my thing.
No, he's not leaning against a wall. Like, he's leaning back in his chair. Okay.
Yeah, I go back to the seat.
Okay.
All right, so I wait for Jason to join.
Oh, so I casually come walking in now, like, sup?
No, I go back to my seat.
So he passes you actually because you were just waiting by the door.
Yeah, so I pass you as I go by, and I don't say anything to you. I just pass you and keep walking.
I'll just wait a bit before I go, otherwise it might seem suspicious.
Okay. Because just standing by the door is not at all suspicious.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something as I pass him. Like, I'm just gonna, obviously just keep talking. Like, bathroom might look good right now.
I'll just go the other way, walking like I'm stretching my legs or something. I mean, it seems you get a bit of a stiff leg if you keep sitting for like a day.
Okay. Well, I go to my seat and kind of lean back and just like contemplate. And then I don't know how long it takes for him to get back. Like, are you like walking the whole length of the ship? Or are you?
No, just like a simple 1-2 minute walk or something.
Okay.
And when he gets back, I was like, well, I mean, I'm like literally not going to be looking at him at all. I'm just going to keep staring forward and just casually talking. Like, well, those are the options. Can wait till we get to the planet and see what's waiting for us. Or we could agree to this whatever favor he may possibly want. And again, I mean, technically, they could very well just want to talk to me. Like, they might not be anything super serious, per se. But I guess it really just depends on how we want to how to run with this.
Oh,
And-
what do you prefer on doing? I mean, if it's just like you said, just a talk, then might as well talk.
Yeah, well, you heard what he was saying. I mean, I imagine since the mic was open, he could hear what
Yeah, the whole
We'll talk could hear too, right? Or what We'll talk was saying as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's like, I mean, in a selfish manner, I would love just to kill him, take his credits, and buy the ship that he was gonna buy. that's my up here kind of plan, but something tells me he might be not as dumb as a stormtrooper, so he might assume that going into a back room with me might not be his most ideal plan of action. But yeah. There's no way we could actually contact anybody from hyperspace, right? Like, let's say we wanted to contact Mia. Would that be a possibility, or
No.
no? Okay. And then we don't, obviously, we can't transmit anything to the rebel base since we don't have any information on it besides what planet it's on.
Right. Like, where on the planet it is, so you can get there when you get to the planet, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, sending out a transmission to it would be a different story.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, at some point in time, one bounty hunter is going to turn into 10 bounty hunters, you know? So it wouldn't be the most unheard of thing to talk to my people. My family has some history with them, so I don't foresee me walking in and getting thrown into a sandworm's mouth, you know? What was that thing called?
The,
I think you were right. The sandworm or sand burrower.
like, you're...
Sarlacc.
Sarlacc.
The Sarlacc.
Yes.
Sarlacc, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't anticipate that, but I'm pretty sure they might want to have a pretty stern talking with me. I still want to kill him and get those credits. Okay, yeah, I'll just chill for rest of the night.
Okay.
And I'll go back under my blanket.
Okay. The next day, day 3.
Eric rolls 47 dice.
Okay.
Suddenly, 7-star destroyers come out of hyperspace.
Don't give him ideas.
I know.
Okay, I don't think that actually works. I think that cover it
It just
you need like a
everyone on the
Yahtzee.
ship.
yeah.
26 is
No.
That's good.
I can't roll them all because, like, trying to put something over here is just stopping them from turning or whatever at all. So, and rolling them all, well, I guess I could just pick them all up and roll them. But that's only, like, how many is 24, so I'd have to roll them. Roll all of them and then roll all but one of them for 47. Okay, so the ship blows up. No.
All right, game over. Good job, guys.
well played.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna, about the same time, roughly, give or take an hour or so, I'm gonna head back over to him.
Okay. Yeah.
Is he still casually napping?
No, he's sipping a drink as you come in. You're not sure what kind of drink. It's an orange drink. Looks
something that was like provided by the the robotic steward.
Yeah, something that that you bought aboard here. Yeah, it's kind of fizzy, but yeah, you don't know exactly what.
I'm gonna casually say you should walk up to him, like, just nod my head. We'll talk. You should be careful with those drinks. You never know if somebody put something inside of those, especially if there's questionable stuff going on,
He laughs at that. Takes a long sip.
And he drops dead.
You had much to drink? Have you had much to drink aboard?
A little bit.
Cool.
I'm good, though. Are you good?
I'm good. Good to hear that you're good.
Yeah, good. I mean, yeah, you too, I guess. So let's talk business.
Okay.
The way I see it, there are 3 possibilities. One, I go have a chat with Nova.
Mm-hmm.
2, I don't have a chat with Nova, and you go about your way, and perhaps we'll meet again another day. And then there's 3. Neither of us has a chat with anybody going forward. One of us doesn't have a chat. You know what I mean. One of us is unable to have a chat with anybody else going forward. That's what I mean.
Mm-hmm. So, which option are you choosing?
All right. So, man to man, we could swing our pistols out at each other. It's a coin flip. Who wins that one?
Is it though?
I believe so. I have there's been quite a bit going on in my life that I've been doing more shooting than flying these days. But again, not disrespecting your area of expertise either. So I am not taking that route. So the favor that you asked, I'm open to the idea. Not overly against it. However, you kind of stated that it's more of a formality that the big man wants to see me, more so than bring Cal in dead or alive sort of talk. Because I imagine you wouldn't have been so keen on just saying I could look the other way for a favor. But again, I guess it really depends on what kind of favor you were looking for. Are you in any trouble these days?
Nah.
Okay.
Just there's a job coming up that I may need some extra people on.
Okay. What kind of job? Talking you need somebody to fly for you? You're talking to you need somebody to shoot for you?
Maybe both. The job is still a little ways away. Details are still, being worked on.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm no slouch at flying. And again, I'm no slouch at shooting. So I'm open to the idea. If there's, I don't know, say a cut in it for me. Because as you said, you can take me in for what? 25K? Not that overly enticing when potentially that could go up to double at some point and you'll be there, possibly. So it's kind of like that whole let it sit and simmer kind of aspect. And again, this is just hypothetically if I'm not going to pay them, which I am going to pay them. But it would be probably more in your interest to kind of like cut me in on this little plan that you have going on. I might even be able to bring in some people to help out as well.
When the time comes, I'll be in contact with you, and there's a good chance you'll be able to get something out of it yourself.
A ship?
The ways of the galaxy are mysterious. It's definitely possible.
Okay. Let's go that route. I feel like there'll be less mess in the meantime. That way.
Sounds like a plan.
So do I put his phone number in my do we have business cards or how does that work?
Yeah, you exchange comlink numbers,
Private comlink and that kind of stuff.
So yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'll leave it at that, and I'll nod my head at him, kind of like partner, and then I'll just I'll head back over to the seat where I was at. Woo! Okay, so it doesn't matter if they know we're talking to each other now. All right, so having a little bit of a plan change here. This favor that he's asking, it's more of a job that's currently in the works. Don't have much details on it at all right now, but could be some flying, could be some fighting, could get a little reward at the end. So, are you down?
Let go.
I don't know why. I don't even know why I asked Jason. Jason's always good for everything. He's like, let me check my schedule. Nope, I'm free.
I'm very supportive. I will kill for you.
I mean, I did basically save your life.
You
owe
didn't
me.
save my grandpa.
Well, I looked back to see if he was actually gonna be dead or not. Like technically speaking, well, that's for another time. Anyway, but yeah, that's it. I guess we just chill till the end of the ship, and I specifically go for bottles containers
Okay.
going forward.
Okay. Well, I think this is also a good point to call the session for the day. We're a bit under the standard 3 hours I like to do, but
Barely.
yeah, it's only 20 minutes under, and this is a later one anyway. So that's
Otherwise, you might add too much to it, so to speak, like that you drag it off.
yeah.
Don't want to have too many things available for Jason to ruin his atonement.
Yep. But yeah, you've successfully got 1 out of 5 sessions for your atonement.
Let's go.
And yeah, so that's where, yeah, like I said, where we're gonna end. Before I go, I'll put the links to all my social media in chat, and let's see, my streams for this week are let's see here. Tomorrow, 1 p.m. Central Daylight Time, doing for SubRequest Sunday, playing some Donkey Kong 3. Not Donkey Kong Country 3, Donkey Kong 3. So that'll be at that'll be at 1 p.m. That's SubRequest requested by Snooze. After that, on Monday, I'll be continuing with my Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga playthrough, again at 1 p.m. Tuesday, doing Blaster Master. That'll be at 12 noon Central Daylight Time because of the fact that it's a Tuesday, and Tuesdays I have stuff up in the evening, so I like to start those an hour earlier just to give myself a bit of leeway or whatever. And then unfortunately, after that, the next stream won't be until next Saturday with the next Star Wars RPG. That'll be next week at 4 p.m. Central Daylight Time. You two returning for that?
I will
should be
here.
Okay. Well, for now, we'll assume both of you are back. If anything changes, of course, let me know. We'll see if anybody else comes in or not. This week we did end up having a bit of a smaller group than I expected. A few people that originally wanted to be here were unable to for various assorted reasons and such, but yeah.
Yep, I can be here.
Excellent. And yeah, we're going to go find somebody to raid. We'll see who is online. What do we have here? And also, while I'm looking, if either of you want to, well, I mean, mainly Yoey, since you're a streamer, Recon, if you want to shout out anything you're doing, like your zoo trip that you shouted out previously or whatever.
Let's see. I did have, well, my boss is coming in from the East Coast, so I will basically have somebody looking over my shoulder for the most part all this coming week. So that's a little uncomfortable, but aside from that, it should be a pretty eventful or uneventful week.
Okay. And Yoey, anything you want to shout out that you're doing?
Besides being blue, not much. Nothing special, at least.
You can shout out your just normal streams if you want as well.
4 days a week: Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday.
Okay.
Bonus streams on Sunday on Pornhub/Wookie Porn.
I already subscribed for that.
Okay.
So what games are you streaming anyway? Yeah.
Very hairy games.
Very hairy games.
Not the Wookiee porn games, the other stuff you're streaming.
Yeah, the other stuff. Your normal streaming hours. What are you anything new?
I'm currently doing a Zelda Super Metroid randomizer, where it's basically Link to the
Oh.
Past and Super Metroid in one game.
Yeah,
That's really
Pretty hard.
weird.
yeah. Certain like basically because like you know how randomizers work, where like the items are randomly placed, so you have to like kind of find them or whatever. So this mixes them where certain doors lead between Hyrule and Zebes, is it in Super Metroid, whatever the planet is. So
I have no idea.
but
That's crazy.
so that items from can be in either, so you could find like your hook shot in Super Metroid, while you find like
Your bomb.
your like power bombs for Super Metroid over in Link to the Past or stuff like that. Yeah, it
But
makes for a very challenging thing. I've never done it myself. I haven't even played Super Metroid like standard. Played a lot of
I finished it once.
oh yeah, I played a lot of
Well,
Link to the Past though.
yeah, I'm kind of on a Anno 1800 hype right now, so I've been playing
Yeah.
that a lot.
I'm not sure who I want to raid today.
Clearly, we should rate Felicia Day.
Um,
She is actually streaming. By the way.
she
she
is.
really?
She's
She
playing Operentia, the Stolen Sun. She also has like 514 viewers, so I don't even know if she has it set up so that she would even notice the raid.
Uh,
She actually has auto hosted me before, twice.
Really?
That's awesome.
Nice.
Because if you like look under where like you see that I'm part of the Team Human stream team. That's a stream team that was started by like her and her brother. So
Nice.
her brother I've been auto hosted by like tons of times. I might even be like right now. I don't know. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I'm, or at least I was being. I'm not sure if I still am, but yeah. But her I haven't been auto hosted by in a while. I think it was like the second or third Star Wars RPG stream I did. I got auto hosted by her and one other random stream. Oh yeah, where I was playing first time I was playing Ghosts and Goblins, because I was like the entire stream I was like my viewer count is at like 10 for Ghosts and Goblins, and like sometimes I get up to 10, but it's rare that like I'm at around 10 for the entirety of a stream, and Ghosts and Goblins doesn't seem like the game that would put me at 10 viewers for my entire stream. And then afterwards I'm like oh, I got auto by Felicia Day. That explains a lot.
Yeah.
But
I'll take an auto host from Matt Mercer, to be honest.
oh, that'd be amazing.
I know. I gotta catch up on those crit rolls.
I'm still.
Yeah.
I haven't even finished watching through the first campaign of Critical Role, and they're on this.
Have you? Oh, dude, the first campaign is amazing.
Like
I finished it.
I've watched up to where they were dealing with what was that group of dragons, the Chroma Conclave.
Yeah.
And where they've taken out, I think 2 of them. Where I'm at.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't have time, like, because like those are like 3+ hour episodes, and like finding time to watch one
And
is
it's hard. It's hard just to listen to it. You literally have to
Oh,
watch it.
I mean, there's
So,
definitely
like the audio. They have audio.
yeah. My roommate just listens to them, and he listens to them at like times 2 speed or something.
Oh jeez.
I'd ask him, but I think he has headphones in. He's in the other room. He has headphones in, so yeah. No, like
They're awesome.
whenever like I'm in the vehicle with him, and like because like when he turns on his vehicle and like right away connects to his phone, and it's not always that, like he listens to various podcasts, but like whenever he comes on or whatever, it's just like going. I'm like, how do you keep up? How do you listen to this at this speed?
Crazy.
And then I have my one buddy who does it like even faster or whatever, and it's just like I can't do that with audio stuff because I have trouble just listening to audio only stuff just normally.
Any particular reason why you didn't like do like a 5e campaign? Aside, like since you went Star Wars, but you didn't really do like a 5e. Was there any reasoning behind it? You just want to do like a Star Wars thing?
Yeah, I want to do Star Wars. I have like a few of the Star Wars books and like have had them since I was a kid. Like this is the RPG that got me into RPGs.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
5e, I do have the player's handbook somewhere. I think it's somewhere on
Over
somewhere
the
up
ring.
up there, out of camera view. I think can't see it right now, but there's a binder up there, so like it's probably on the binder. But because the binder is angled, I can't see what's on it.
Well, when you blow up on Twitch and you suddenly can, just full time stream, then you should definitely do like a 5e campaign as well.
Oh, I would love to do more RPGs, definitely.
Hmm.
D&D is definitely one I would love to do. I'd like to go back to doing the Atomic Robo RPG, which was actually the very first stream I did 4 years ago, plus like a week and a half. I would love to do a Marvel RPG because
That's a thing.
there
Yeah, I've
are two
never heard of
Marvel RPGs I am aware of. One of them that I played a bit of back in the day. The other of which I tried creating a character and I was just like, no, this one I didn't like, because like the one I played first I really loved. The second one I tried creating a character, I'm like, I just don't understand how to make a character in this system because it was, I don't know, just the way it was set up. It was very like it was like one of those ones that is set up like to be more story based, less rules, which is fine, but it was done in a way where I'm like, I just don't know how. I don't know how to make like a balanced character in that system type thing. In the one I've actually played though is interesting that it doesn't use dice. You have stones that you get, and like each action costs a certain amount of stones, or no, you put stones into like your actions you do. So if you're doing like opposing somebody else, they'll also be putting stones like opposed to a type thing or whatever. So you need to be doing more stones. And for other stuff, like it's just like okay, there's like a certain amount of stones you need to put in to pass or whatever. But then you just
Right.
have your base, you have your total amount of stones, and then you also have your amount that like regenerate each turn. So then you're trying to like you want to put in enough stuff that you're succeeding, but if you put in too much stuff, you're not going to regenerate everything for your next turn, so you'll have less for the next turn and such.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was really fun. Because I had my character in there that was a clone of Spider-Man without the powers, who became a Shield agent, but he still had like the web shooters because those are like tech. Because he's he still has like all the memories and knowledge. He just doesn't have the powers. Anyway, I need to find somebody to raid. I'll just choose a few people and then I'll say what they're playing and then let's see. We could raid somebody playing Overwatch. Somebody playing Star Wars Republic Commando. Somebody doing Mega Man 4 speedruns. Somebody playing Ocarina of Time Master Quest.
Craigasm.
Any of those sticking out to you? Either of you?
Yeah,
Sound like
I'm always good
Yaoi
with
wants to
Zelda.
get the ocarina.
Ocarina? Okay. We're gonna go raid I think it's pronounced Ben Gurman or Ben. I don't know. I've only been to his channel a couple of times, but so if you want to copy and paste the raid message, we're gonna head over there. And yeah, thanks everyone for coming out. It's been a blast. Is it showing up as we're raiding? Because I'm not seeing it. I'm gonna have to refresh. Okay, so we are raiding.
We are rating. It is
Uh,
official.
I can confirm. I can't move my head anymore though.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks everyone for coming out. It's been a blast, and I will see you all next time.
Yeah. Thank you, Eric.
Yeah.
See ya.